Yo, 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 Solidus-T back again. You know what? It's a lot of capping in boxing and shit, as you guys know. You dig? I want to know who everybody thinks, like, who's the best fighter that gets hated on? Where it's like, what I mean by hate is where it's like unwarranted criticism. People having talking points where they come off jealous, trying to downplay somebody's career because they beat a fighter they like, stuff that realistically you shouldn't dislike a fighter for. And I want to discuss that because I feel like I haven't quite touched on that. So I want to get into that. Onslaught, I see you. All right, here we go. For real. A lot of people be hating, man. They claim they boxing fans, but they do more hating than actually being celebratory of these fighters. You dig? And I always question, how the fuck you on the internet hating on a pro boxer? I don't be feeling that shit. Then I hear a lot of bullshit, and I got to discuss that. Yo, Onslaught,
Yo. What's up with it, man? How you doing?
pretty good. You straight?
Hell yeah, man. How about you?
Yeah, we straight over here. Got the new
Sir.
episode.
Yes, sir.
Straight up.
We got a lot of
Let me
talk.
say, salute to Hamid Boxing.
Oh yeah, for sure. Shout out to Hamid.
Yeah. Nah, man, there was some hating going on earlier this week, man. For real, man. Let's address that. Let me address that real quick.
In Canelo land, yeah.
So yeah, man, I saw that bullshit, man. I was like, I'm gonna respond to this because I saw the feet. A lot of people, there were some people that hit me up that was like, they were tripping off what dude said, and I was like, man, just ignore that bullshit. I ain't listened to it, but I saw it.
Yeah.
And now it's like, man, that's that cap ass hating ass shit, man.
As
You gotta
usual.
ignore that.
As
You gotta understand, man. That's all rage bait. That shit ain't authentic.
Facts.
Trying to get people to understand that, bro. It's not authentic. It's not real, nigga.
Trolling. That's
That
what they
clown
do.
hater shit. You're
Facts.
mad because your favorite fighter lost, so now you're discrediting the nigga that beat the favorite fighter.
Exactly.
That's all it
what they do.
is.
That's what they do.
I can respect a nigga that can admit that. Like, I don't really got like, let's say somebody came out and said, hey, I don't really got a problem. I'm just not feeling that my favorite fighter lost to that guy. I can respect that because at least you honest.
Right.
These niggas up here making up narratives,
As
lying,
usual.
saying that bullshit. I'm like, man, get the fuck out of here with that shit. So I was trying to tell somebody the other day, I was like, man, just ignore that dumbass shit, man. Don't feed into that. Because they were saying that, oh, he racist. He always criticized black fighters. I'm like, it is what it is. Ain't nobody crying about that. But just ignore that shit and it won't bother you that much. And
Facts, man.
I went back to ignoring his ass after that. So that's pretty much what it is.
Good for you, man. For real, man. That's what they do. Like, that's a part of their program. It's so easy. We see right through this shit. That's what they do. Like,
yeah, man.
For real.
I was talking to somebody the other day, man. We talked about this before, but I was like, so, because a lot of people, all right, so a lot of people think that resumes are the end all. They think that if you got a good resume, that kind of guarantees you gonna win and shit like that. So I was like, so if that's the case, why didn't Canelo beat Crawford? I mean, he has a better resume than Crawford. Crawford's resume is good, but Canelo's resume is better. He has more experience fighting at 168. Why didn't he beat Crawford then if that's the case? Every time I hit these niggas with these facts, these Canelo supporters, they never have a response. It's never, oh, well, this happened. Like boxing shit. It's always made up shit, trolling, lying on Crawford. I'm like, nigga, you said his resume is so much better than Crawford. He's this, that, and the third. He should have beat Crawford.
Exactly.
I look at the tape on paper. Why he lose to that nigga then? He had more experience at 168.
Facts.
He has a better resume. He's used to fighting bigger guys. Why ain't he watch Crawford? You know why he didn't watch Crawford? because he ain't better than Crawford. That's why he
Better
ain't watching.
boxer. In the ring is what matters. We talked about that before. It's like the reason these people they talk about resumes and who got the more belts and everything. They box rec warriors. They go to boxrec.com and they look up who this dude fought, and then they say, "Oh, this dude fought better guys. That means he's better." When that's not what wins fights. When you in the ring and a dude got a jab in your face and he's using his footwork, your resume is not going to save you. Your belts is not going to save you. Boxing in the ring is what determines who wins. The better fighter in the ring is what determines who wins, not who got a better resume or who got more belts. So we know that. Real boxing fans know that, but these goof troops, of course, they don't know.
That's a fact.
Yeah.
So yeah, man, the topic today is like throughout history of boxing, you know what I mean? So many great fighters, bro, from everywhere, like
Facts.
legendary fighters, you know, all weight classes.
Yeah.
So who do you think is the most hated on boxer, where it's an actual great fighter, but people just be like, it just kills them to give them credit. They just always got to find some negative, hateful shit to say. Just a lot of cap sucker shit, really.
In
like,
history,
who do you think?
or like today, like in
Let me say, yeah, let's say modern. Let's write it down. I don't want to do history. Let's say in modern times. I say since like let's say since like 2015 and up, like modern day. Let's write it down.
See, it have to be between Floyd and Crawford. You know, I wasn't really on the internet following the internet boxing thing like during Floyd's time, so I don't really know the discourse that was going around when Floyd was like fighting at that time. I kind of got to the boxing thing, the internet boxing thing a little later, but Crawford for sure. I seen all the narratives from start to finish to now. So, but before, I don't know. It probably would have to be Floyd. Yeah, between Floyd and Bud.
So okay, I feel that. I agree with that. So now I want to ask, why do you think people hate Floyd so much? Because you can't say he's not a good boxer. That's cap.
Right.
We've seen this man fight. He's obviously a skillful guy.
Yeah.
Why do you think people hate him? Like, what's to hate? Why do you think that is?
It's a lot of different things. I think some of it is the way he carried himself, like with the confidence and the bravado and how he sold his fights, and he just kept winning every time. People wanted him to lose. Some of it, I know it's race, you know, but there's a lot of, you know, heat between the Mexican fans and the black fans, and you got Floyd Mayweather fighting on the Mexican holidays, and he's beating these Mexican fighters. A lot of these fans don't like him because of that. It's a lot of different things, but you know, at the end of the day, I feel like those factors are the reason they don't like him. Has nothing to do with what he does in the ring. It's always something that has nothing to do with boxing. But in the ring, nobody who is a boxing fan, anybody who has half a brain, knows that Floyd Mayweather is the real deal in the ring. One of the best to ever do it, skill-wise, what he did in the ring and his resume and his career. So it definitely got nothing to do with boxing in the ring, for sure.
So you think that's a tactic to like talk down on somebody who's great, is to bring up stuff outside the ring? Because this is boxing. All we should care about as fans is what goes on in the ring.
Exactly.
These guys are talking about money. These guys are making jokes about guys' personal lives. You think that's the tactic to like trash somebody because of their greatness? So they bring up shit they got nothing to do with what a nigga do in the ring?
Definitely. That's what they do. I mean, especially when it's a great fighter who, like, there's not really much to criticize. You can nitpick, but there's not really much to criticize. They got no choice but to bring up stuff that has absolutely nothing to do with boxing and use that against them, because, you know, they're not real boxing fans. They don't actually care about what happens in the ring. So you can separate, like, a guy like Floyd Mayweather. If you don't like who he is outside the ring or whatever the reason may be, you could separate that from what he does inside the ring, his career, and what he's did in his entire career. So, you know, that's just what it is.
Yeah, I agree with that, because it's like all we should care about is what these guys do in the ring. If you can say, well, he's a great fighter, but there's some shit I heard him say in interviews I don't agree with. You can kind of you could probably, okay, that's cool, but you acknowledge he's a great fighter, and that's mostly all you care about.
Exactly.
Because these guys, it's like when Crawford didn't pay the sanctioning fees. People were on the internet making a big deal out of that. You would think motherfuckers wouldn't care about that shit. That's his money. None of these niggas is getting money from him. It's not like he's paying y'all bills with his money. So why would you care? Me personally, I thought that was very strange that people were making a big deal out of that.
Me too.
And then he retired shortly after that. So that means he was planning on retiring. Why would he pay sanctioning fees, keep a belt if he's going to retire? And it's like, people were like making a big deal out of it, calling this man out his name, disrespect. I'm like, bro, why do y'all care about that shit? Like, he's a boxer. Should you care about his boxing? They're taking it personal. I feel like it's a tactic, like I said, to like tear somebody down because of their greatness and shit. So you go outside the ring. But that's some whole shit to me. I don't respect that.
And the one that was even weirder was they got mad that he retired. They actually got angry and threw a temper tantrum that he retired, which I've never seen that before. Get
Yeah,
mad
that's
at
weird too.
that's weird. Yeah, like that one really kind of took me aback. Like, damn, these dudes throwing temper tantrums of a fighter retiring. Weird.
Yeah, see, I like what Hamed Boxing just put in the chat. Like, he's
Mhm.
right.
Yeah,
Like, people that don't like Floyd, but they like Canelo. Canelo basically, technically, is doing the same thing Floyd did.
definitely.
He's taking fights that might not offer the best risk, but he's getting paid a
Yes,
lot of money for it.
that's
And
what Money
people, and
Mayweather did. Yeah.
yeah, that's what Mayweather did. And people
Yes.
that are Canelo fans, they don't want to acknowledge that. They rather pretend like that's not real. And that
They
I don't
praised
respect
Canelo
that.
for that stuff. I was talking to the Goof Troop, Real Twinkie Combat, on the
Uh-huh.
on the Goof Troop panel, and he was saying like, oh, Canelo, he got the most money, he got the most gas stations, he did this. Canelo's the boss, he makes the most money. Money matters in boxing. And it's the guys like that who will turn around and then say, oh, Floyd Mayweather ruined the sport because of money. Oh, he ruined the sport because he made everything about money. Like, you just picking and choosing. Canelo is moving the same way Money Mayweather was moving. He picking,
So he flip-flopped.
yeah, you know what? That's how they do. But it's weird. They don't want to keep the same energy when it comes to their favorite fighters. But you know how it is. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a huge problem with this boxing shit. Like, people
Mm-hmm.
don't be like, people want to have it both ways, and it's like, it don't
Yeah.
work like that. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Like, it just don't work like that. You got to keep it real or don't keep it real. And a lot of people don't be keeping it real, but they claim to keep it real. You can't criticize this guy, but then when the fighter you like do the same thing that guy
Exactly.
do, switch up. Like, that's not
Exactly.
real. Like,
That's
it's hard to respect that.
Yeah.
It's just really hard to respect that. You know?
That's the main thing I'm calling out. Like, even the Goof Troop, he made a video about me yesterday, actually.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. He made a video about me. And he was because I was in his comments criticizing the Usyk and the Rico fight.
Okay.
I feel like if you're a champion in boxing and you're holding a world title, that title comes with obligations. And those obligations are you fight other champions or you fight top contenders. That's what you do as a champion. If you don't want to do that anymore, you can vacate or retire. That's what it is. And I keep the same energy across the board. Like, I don't support fighters holding belts and then doing the Goof Troop fights and holding up the division. Whether it was Tank fighting Jake Paul, whether it's Jake Paul or Fury and Ngannou, I've criticized it every time. So now comes Usyk fighting Rico, who has one fight, when there's top contenders waiting in the division and Usyk is holding the title. To me, that's ridiculous, and I call it out, but they're scared to talk about that. The whole panel, the whole Goof Troop, they're scared to talk about it. So, the guy, he made a video about me, and he talked about Tank. He said, oh, you're a fan of Tank, so you can't talk about Usyk. You know how they do it.
To be honest, I can't respect that coming from him though, because
Yeah,
you the biggest Canelo glazer on YouTube. Not for real. On YouTube, he's the biggest Canelo glazer. Nobody rides YouTube. Nobody rides Canelo's dick more than he does. I'm gonna keep it real with you. I did the homework and did the research. Nobody rides that dude's dick more than him. So he's not eligible. He's like a nigga with bad grades in school. He's not eligible. You're not eligible to say, you're not eligible to call somebody else. What he called you a Tank fanboy. You're not eligible. Yeah. You're not eligible to say that, because like, you're the biggest Canelo fan, bro. That's why me and him was beefing. You know the story. It was over Canelo because of his fandom over Canelo.
Nah, man. The way they worship Canelo on that side, I never seen anything like that. Like, you were right though. He is the biggest Canelo like fanboy on the whole platform. You know what I mean? Go to his page. All you see is Canelo, 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 Canelo. So, he shouldn't even be talking about that. And anyway, the logic that I can't criticize somebody like Usyk because I'm a fan of Tank is just ridiculous. Because he said Tank isn't as accomplished as Usyk, so I can't criticize Usyk, even though I'm a fan of Usyk as well. So by that same logic, he a fan of Virgil Ortiz. Virgil Ortiz is 28 years old. He almost 30 years old, right? He a fan of Virgil, and he not a fan of Tank. Virgil Ortiz never beat a world champion. He never took any belts from anybody. He never did anything in the whole sport at age.
Never even fought for a vacant belt.
He never even fought for a vacant title. So by that same logic, he can't criticize Tank because he a fan of Virgil Ortiz. And what has Virgil Ortiz done? Virgil Ortiz ain't beat a 4 division world champion like Tank did. Virgil Ortiz ain't beat a prime undefeated world champion like Tank did. Tank did all of that stuff before age 28. So,
So
just
Tank's more accomplished.
Right. So his logic makes no sense, but his ass a goofy.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying, man. That stuff was driving me crazy, man. All that fake shit.
Yeah. Weird, bro.
Too much fake stuff.
Even he made another video before that. It was after the Floyd video, and he was talking about boxing is trash. And like he just listed, he was like, Keyshawn Davis fight sucks. Deontay Wilder fight sucks. Keith Thurman fight sucks. And he just went through all these guys and just but that's why I brought up the Usyk and Rico. I'm saying if you're gonna talk about boxing is trash, which I don't believe it is, but if you want to make that point, why not bring up the most trash fight in the whole sport right now? The undisputed champ versus the dude with one fight. Like, at least mention it. You know what I mean? But like I said, like we said before, these dudes don't keep the same energy.
Yeah, that sounded like rage bait to me. I think that's the video when when a couple of people hit me up, they was like, they was not feeling that. I was like, oh, he's rage baiting. He don't mean that shit. He's just trying to get attention.
He trolling. Yeah, that's what he does.
Yeah, he don't mean that shit.
Yep.
Hey, what's your opinion on fighting for a vacant belt? Because some people are saying that, oh, well, you didn't fight the actual champion, you didn't do this. But it's like, shit. I get your opinion, but let me say this. Yeah. Me personally, I look at it like this. It's an opportunity to win a belt. Like, fuck it. If you can fight somebody, fight a fight, and it's a vacant belt on the line, you ain't fight the actual champion of the title holder. I understand that. But it's like, shit, it's an opportunity to win a belt. I'm going to go ahead and do this shit. That's how I look at it. A lot of people are critical of that. What you think about that?
I know what I agree with you on that. When it comes to a vacant title, I think it's just a good opportunity to get a title, but at the same time, it's circumstantial. Like, with Abdullah Mason and the way he got his title, he fought Sam Noakes. Yeah, also a top contender. So it's 2 top contenders fighting for a vacant title. I think that's really good. I think it's great to have 2 top contenders fight for a vacant title. It's just almost as good as fighting the champion. But if it's like a top contender versus somebody who's like really low ranked, then it gets kind of fishy. But in general,
let's say you're fighting Gabe Rosado for a vacant, I can understand.
Thank you. Yeah, if it's something like that, then it's like, okay, I can understand somebody criticizing it. But in general, there's nothing wrong with fighting for a vacant title, especially if it's 2 top contenders for sure.
Yeah, I don't really be tripping off that, but a lot of people don't be liking that. I don't see nothing wrong with it. I mean, if they offer you a fight and it's for a vacant belt, and if you win the fight, you're a champion. In my opinion, I don't think that's worthy of criticism.
No, I think that's cool. It's as long as it's not anything really crazy like a mismatch, there's nothing wrong with fighting for a vacant title. Belts are vacant sometimes. It's just like that, Somebody got to win it.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, because when Canelo fought for the WBC vacant belt during COVID, I didn't see nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, right.
Okay,
exactly.
That's cool.
Exactly.
That's cool. And what's his face just fought for a vacant, the homie Shushu, the WBC.
Yep.
So it's like I didn't see nothing wrong with it.
Yeah, nothing wrong with it. Oscar Iglesias just won a vacant title at IBF. So, nothing wrong with that.
I was watching that fight yesterday, and he's good. He's good. He's definitely not to be played with, but pause. But he kind of got an awkward style.
Yeah, I was noticing that.
It's kind of awkward. Like, it's like, he got that style where it's like you might fuck around and kind of like struggle with getting his rhythm down. Like because it's so awkward.
He definitely does have an awkward style. His style kind of reminds me a little bit. Like, even the way he stands, like he got the high guard up and he's hunched over like that. And he's like, yeah. He got. They do
kind of look like Lara. It do.
Yeah, he got a weird style. He from Cuba, right?
Yeah, they got the Cuban background. Yeah, right, Cuban pedigree.
So that kind of makes sense. But yeah, he looks like he's a good boxer. I want to see him, move up a little bit. But yeah, definitely got an awkward style. Definitely, he could punch.
Yeah, he's strong puncher though, but I just noticed that because it's like I saw him fight before, and to be honest with you, maybe I did a poor job like really paying attention to his style, but I don't remember him being awkward like that. But yesterday I watched it, I'm like, damn, he's hella awkward. I mean, it's effective. He won. The guy had to throw in the towel or stop. He didn't want to fight no more. Yeah. So I guess he was beaming his ass up, but I'm like, very awkward though, and I can see a fighter struggling with getting his rhythm down.
Definitely,
and he got the height. He's like 6'2", 6'3".
Tall dude. Yep.
So yeah, but yeah, he got the strap IBF. So
He
we
got
gotta
it.
look
He
for
got
his
it.
next fight. So
Definitely.
that was what's up.
Definitely going to be interesting to see how he develops.
Yeah,
For sure.
I'm mad as hell though
What?
because a fight that I was looking forward to got canceled because Callum Smith pulled out.
Oh,
I
yeah,
was
yeah,
really
yeah,
looking
yeah.
forward to that Morrell
Yeah.
and Smith fight.
That was going to be a good fight.
Mad.
I'm sorry that got canceled, man. That was going to be a good one. It was pretty close, too.
Yeah, I looked up and I saw that it was canceled. I was like, damn,
Yeah,
man.
man.
I was really looking forward to that.
I hate when that happens, man. When a good fight just gets canceled at the last second.
Yeah.
That would have been
And
good.
then I'm reading, they're saying that they might not even reschedule. He might just fight somebody else, Morrell. And that fight may not never happen. That's what I was reading. So I'm like, damn. But I was like, damn, man, I really want to see that fight, bro. I think Morrell, because I think Morrell was going to whoop him. But that was a great matchup.
Yeah,
and for
yeah,
that
definitely.
to get canceled like that.
Yeah.
That kind of like, I ain't gonna lie, kind of like upset me.
I'm kind of sorry on that too. I thought Morrell was gonna win as well, but yeah, you know how that is.
So we got the Tyson Fury fight this weekend.
Yeah, Mahmoudov, right? He find that dude.
Yeah, then you got Conor Benn and Prograis. Conor Benn looked drained at the.
Bro, he looked like a zombie. I saw that.
This fight's going to tell me if I was correct, because when he fought Eubanks Jr. for the second time, that was at 160. I was one of the people that said he might as well just stay at 160. Fuck it.
Right.
Go back down to 147 like he was saying. He gonna fuck around and be drained. This fight is a catch weight at 150.
Yes.
But this fight is going to tell me if he should have just stayed at 160 or if it indeed was a good idea to go back down to weight. I believe it was a bad idea. He should have stayed at 160 and said, fuck it, be a small middleweight, me personally. But he went back down and he looked at drained.
Yeah.
But we're going to see tomorrow if that was a good or a bad idea. We're going to find out very quickly.
He looks really bad. I think you're right. He should have just stayed at 160. But like once you move up like that, there's a reason guys when they move up that many weight classes, they don't just
stay up.
Yeah, they stay up. They don't just go back down. So, I don't know. He that might bring up stamina issues. He might not be able to take a punch as well as he, used to.
Yeah.
I don't know. I had him beating Prograis pretty easily, but now I don't know.
Yeah, so I'm saying me too. I was like, shit. I think he's not really a skill guy, but he has good punch value. So I was like, he might be able to fuck Prograis up, and Prograis ain't really the same anymore. Like pre-Devin Haney, that Prograis was good. Pre-Devin Haney, before he fought Devin Haney,
right?
But after that, he kind of like declined, and I'm like, he probably fuck him up with his punch value,
right?
But he Conor Benn looking all drained and shit. I'm like, man, he might fuck around and get his ass whooped fucking around being drained like that. So now I don't know. Yeah, now I'm not sure.
I'm on the fence now too. He looked like a skeleton, man. Going in there, yeah, he might get messed up. You never know.
Yeah, so I'm unsure now. I guess 50-50. I'm gonna watch it.
Yeah,
but I might have to fuck around and possibly side with Prograis in this fight.
Might have to now, man. It's like once a fighter is weight drained and they look like that, man, it's like they're not the same anymore. Once they step in that ring, the punches might not have this pop. They might not be as durable. The stamina, it's a lot of different factors to look at.
Yeah. And like I said, Amir Boxing said in the chat, yeah, that's a fact. Like Prograis, before he fought Devin Haney, was on fire. But after that Devin Haney fight, yeah, he kind of looked more on the washed side, like you said. So I agree with that. But
he didn't look good against Diaz either. He
might maybe fighting the drain guy. He might be able to rewind the clock a little bit. Maybe
throw that overhand a little bit, do something. But yeah.
So we'll see. And Tyson Fury. So I'm guessing from what they're saying, I guess if he wins this fight, which I believe he will,
fight AJ.
Yeah, the AJ fight later this year. But I feel like that fight is too late, though. I don't like when these guys wait too. You know what I'm saying? Like niggas is like pushing 40 and they about to fight when they could have fought years ago. It's just like we're gonna get into the Wilder thing, but it's just like the Wilder thing. That fight should have happened 10 years ago. Why fight now?
Way long ago. And then like all these dudes, they wait till they, like you said, pushing 40, and now all of a sudden they want these matchups to happen. It's like, bro, y'all are both at the tail end of your careers anyway. So
yeah, that's why I get frustrated when people like try to say Xander's too young. He ain't too young. He's 23 years old. He's in his physical prime. So it's like that shit ain't gonna do nothing but decline as you get older. So why
Yeah,
not be 23 years old in your physical prime and fight somebody? I don't agree with
exactly.
that. I like that he's fighting Boots. I
Me
like
too.
that Boots is fighting him.
Me
We need
too.
more young guys to fight.
Yes, yes. Young guys should fight each other. 23 is like a great age to,
Exactly.
yeah. I mean, Floyd Mayweather was. I'm pretty sure he was 23 when he knocked out Diego Corrales.
Yeah,
So
he
it's
was
like,
around that age. Yeah,
yeah.
around that age.
So it's like, you know, being young. That's not an excuse. That's actually the best time to start going
Right.
after these fights and make a name for
You're at
yourself.
your physical best when you're
Yes,
young. That's why
yes,
I kind of scratch my
exactly,
head when people say that. This is a
exactly,
great time to be fighting a guy like Boots when you're young. What you gonna do?
exactly.
Wait till you're 33, 34 years old and
Right,
decline, then fight him, then get
right.
knocked the fuck out.
Exactly, exactly. This is the best time to do something like that. Definitely.
You know what I'm saying?
And even if
So
Xander lose, it's not even gonna be like he's young. Like he's gonna have time to develop and become
yeah, I
something
mean
after. Yeah.
you don't get credit for losing,
Right.
but overall, Xander, in my opinion, Xander is a great talent. I
Yeah.
like Xander. He's one
Yeah.
of the best fighters as far as like the new generation of fighters is coming up.
Facts.
Me personally.
Hmm.
So I don't look at him I wouldn't look at him any more negative if he lost. He just
Yeah.
don't get credit for losing. Because you
Right.
don't get
Right.
credit for losing.
No,
I
we're
don't
not
know
gonna.
where that bullshit came from, that weird shit over there, that Canelo, because Canelo's the only fighter I ever heard get credit for losing. Every other fighter gets
in his
criticized.
in history. That's the only dude who, when he
Yeah.
loses, they praise him. They don't even talk about the dude who beat him. They praise him for getting.
Yeah, so
Yeah, bro.
that shit is hella weird to me, but
That's weird. I don't know nothing about that. If you lose, shout out to you for taking the fight, but you're not getting credit for losing, bro.
exactly. And that's how I
Yeah.
feel about Xander. Like
Yep.
he good, but
Yeah.
I have him losing that fight, but
Me too.
he definitely deserves respect. Not
Yeah.
even for taking this fight, just for his talent. I think
His talent.
Xander is a very good fighter. I like
He's good.
Xander.
He's good. He can box.
So yeah,
That's what I'm,
definitely shout
that's what
that
I'm
out.
saying. If he loses, if it's not like a really bad loss, like Boots puts him to sleep, and if it's not too bad, he can develop and become a better fighter later on. Like Canelo and Floyd, for example. Like if the loss isn't too bad and you get destroyed or damaged or anything, you can develop and become better.
Right,
The line when you're young like that. That's why it's good to take fights like this when you're young.
right, exactly. We need more of that.
Yeah.
I want to see Abdullah Mason. I want to see him and Kid Schofield fight. I
Me
think
too.
that'd be a good
Me
matchup.
too.
Two young
That'd be
guys.
yes. Oh,
I want to see
Mason.
that.
So you heard he's fighting Joe Cordina, right?
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, Joker. That should be a
I'm
good
gonna
one.
go to that fight. That's really close to me. It's in Cleveland, so
Oh yeah, that is hometown fight. Yeah, yup.
yeah, I'm
I
pulling
did
up
see
to
it.
that for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely, that's cool. So I really would like to see him and Schofield. Schofield, I heard him and his pop saying that they wanted to fight Tank because they will probably become the mandatory for Tank. They should be the mandatory for Tank, but I think it'd be better for him to just. I mean, I don't know. I don't really think it matters if Schofield has a title or not. It'll just be a good fight anyway. Abdullah Mason has the title, so whoever wins
Right.
that, right? Yeah. So like, that's a fight they should definitely make happen for sure.
Yeah, I think that's a great matchup. Two young
Mm-hmm.
guys.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's what boxing needs, though, when the young
Yes.
dudes fight each other. And like,
Yeah.
I understand we don't want to lose and shit. Niggas don't want no L's on their record. I understand that, but I just
Right.
feel like it's better when young guys fight each other as opposed to that Wilder and Joshua shit. Niggas is pushing 40 trying to fight. It's like when y'all could have fought 10 years ago. You know what I mean? Like, I don't like that.
It's pointless, man. Like you guys want to wait till you get way up in age and then fight each other with nothing on the line. It's like, if you would have did that 10 years earlier, it would have been 10 times better. But
Yeah. So what you think about? So we both I wanted Wilder to win. I believe you said you was down with Wilder winning.
Yeah.
He won. What'd you think about that fight?
It was funny as hell. I watched it while I was at work. And I didn't get a chance to focus on it too hard, but every time I look down at my phone, I see somebody throwing a crazy ass punch, falling over, falling out the ring. It was a weird, it was a weird little fight, but I guess Wilder got the dub. I don't know why the referee was trying to help Derek Chisora though.
Yeah, probably some hometown shit.
Yeah, hometown shit. But it was a good little weird fight. I appreciate those fights every now and then.
I just feel like I know Wilder's saying he wants to keep fighting. Chisora's retiring. I just feel like Wilder should retire.
He should.
I mean, he had a great career. You did your thing. You made a shitload of money.
Right.
Because it's like, who's he gonna fight next?
Exactly. He can't do nothing with these dudes anyway. Like the guys who actually, if you beat them, it means something. Wilder can't do anything with those guys at this point in his career.
Yeah.
So
You know
like,
what I'm saying? And it's like,
he's gonna be a gatekeeper or something, get knocked out by every up and coming heavyweight, or like, no, just retire, dude.
yeah, because he don't need no more losses. He don't need it.
Exactly.
You don't need that shit. You know, he had enough of that.
Definitely.
And then you know them interviews he doing, he's still tripping off that Fury shit. So it's like, yeah, he don't need no more losses.
Nah, definitely not. I saw that too. I've seen those interviews. Yeah.
The only fight that I can think of that I can be like, okay, if he runs it back with this person, I ain't mad at that. Tried to get his lick back from that Chinese dude that knocked him out.
Oh, Zhang?
Big Bang Jang. That's what they call him.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, if he can get that run back, all right, that's fair. I ain't mad at that. You know, because he knocked him out last time when that fight. So if he can get that, if he can get that run back, I could do that. But anybody else, yeah, he might as well go ahead and just retire. Like
definitely.
It's a wrap, bro.
Yeah. I mean, that's a good point. I guess he could rematch Zhilei Zhang. Zhilei Zhang getting up in age too. I think he might be like 40 or something. And okay, I'm fighting another old guy. Because like I said, like you just said, you fight any of the guys that matter, you're gonna get carved up. I know you ain't trying to fuck with that young boy. Nah,
that's out of the question.
Hell no.
You crazy as hell.
That's gonna be the end of Wilder. Definitely not.
I'd rather Jared Anderson fight Moses Tama than Wilder.
Wilder. Definitely.
I got him losing that too, but I think he'll do better than Wilder.
Definitely. Wilder should definitely not be looking in Moses Tama direction. Hell no.
Yeah, so leave that shit alone.
Like you said, the best thing for him to do, if he's smart, is to retire and just move on. Use his brand to make money in different ways. But at this point, he shouldn't really keep fighting.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like it's just, it's a wrap.
Definitely. You know? So he wanted to fight Anthony Joshua. Did he call him out or something after the Chisora fight?
He said he will welcome it.
Oh, okay.
And then he was like, yeah. So I guess that's something they're gonna look at. But then he's saying he got a hand injury, so he's going to be taking some time off for that reason. That makes sense. But it's like, it's a wrap, bro. It's like the Joshua fight that should have happened back in 2016, 2017.
Exactly.
And it didn't happen. So it's like it's over with, bro.
It's over. And he gained injuries between every single fight. Nope, it's time to hang it up.
Because Joshua probably got one more fight in him, and he's probably done. And it's probably going to be Fury. Because like I said earlier, they're saying that Fury win this fight, they're going to be looking at
him and Joshua.
Yeah. So I think that's after that. I think that's pretty much going to be a wrap for Joshua. I don't see him just fighting and being a fully active fighter anymore. I don't see him doing that where you're just fighting every year. Like I think that's over with.
Definitely not. I mean, I think this whole little era is, starting to wrap up. Like Wilder will be gone. AJ and Tyson, that's their last fights probably gonna be each other. Usyk only got a few more fights left in him, if even that. I think this whole generation is moving on now.
What up, Rose Maverick? But I was wrong.
About what?
I think our first episode we did, I said that I didn't believe Inoue was going to move up. I was wrong. He announced.
Yeah. He did announce
he's moving up. He's going to go to 126.
126.
So looks like we might get that. Depending on if Shoo stay there, looks like we might get that fight.
Definitely.
So I was wrong. I didn't think he was going to do it. I thought he was going to stay at 122 and just retire, just fight them guys down there because he already moved up multiple times. He's probably at the cap. So he's probably going to be like, all right, fuck it. But I was wrong. It looks like he can go one more round. I mean, one more weight class.
I thought he was going to stay at 122 as well, but like definitely got to give him props. He wants to go. He said 126 will be the last one for him. And that makes sense.
Yeah, because he's getting up there in age. He's like 32.
He's like 33, actually. He just had
33.
Yep.
Oh, damn. So so I was like, oh damn, I was wrong. Because I really believed he was going to stay at 122 and just do the 122, just fight the guys down there, keep that shit pushing and go ahead and retire. I really believed that.
I thought he was going to do that.
He said, fuck that. I'm finna go fight these niggas. I'm going to 126. I'm like, oh damn, anyway about that shit.
Nah, he definitely.
It's like you know he's going to be because after this information, I believe he probably hearing all that shit Shoo saying like, okay, you think you're sweet? I'm gonna come up here. I honestly think he's thinking that.
I think so too. That's gonna be fire though. Definitely. There's a
Yeah,
lot of
so I
fights to
believe
be
that.
made at 126 for sure.
Yeah, because I'm hearing rumors that Espinoza might move up to 130. I heard
Oh,
that.
for real?
I don't know if that's going to happen because
Yeah.
they're saying that he's getting too big for that weight class. Pause. That's what I heard.
Makes sense.
Will it happen? I don't know, but that's what I read that somewhere in this
Wouldn't be
rumor.
surprised.
So
Wouldn't be surprised if he moves up.
yeah, so
It's all less, yeah.
but Shushu, yeah, but it looks like in the near future we may get the Shushu versus Inoue fight. Maybe that's his last big fight. Who knows?
That might be it. You think he has a good chance of going undisputed at 126?
Inoue or Shushu?
Anyway.
Yeah, I think he's good enough to do that. Yeah. I don't think he's going to, but I think he could if he was like younger and just going to be at the weight class longer. But I think at this point, no, I don't think he's going to go that far. Me personally.
Me neither. I mean, it'll be interesting to see how his power carries up to that weight too, because even at 122, like he still has power. He's still knocking guys down, knocking guys out, but it's not the same as like before, basically. So
smaller weight classes, yeah.
Exactly. So it's like, that's natural. You move up in weight, your power, might not be the same, so it's like that.
Yeah, that's a fact. Yeah.
Definitely.
But that's going to be a huge fight though, Shushu versus
yeah, that'll be a really good fight, definitely.
So this kind of takes away unless, because he said one more fight at 122, unless that's the Bam fight. If not, that kind of takes away the Bam fight because Bam ain't going to 126.
No, actually, I mean, I just saw Bam's coach. He was like they want to catch anyway at 126.
Oh, for real?
Just surprising to me, yeah.
I didn't think.
Yeah.
Bob Garcia.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, Bob Garcia, he one of the best coaches in the game.
Definitely, facts.
But that's what he said.
Yeah, he said they might catch anyway at 126. It depends on when anyway makes his move. But yeah, that's what he said.
Oh, that's what's up then.
Yep.
Because I ain't pictured, I say that because I ain't picture Bam going up to 126. I'm thinking he was going maybe 122, but I didn't picture that. But after hearing that, then I guess I got to stay tuned.
Yep.
Like things change, as I'm finding out, things be changing.
Definitely. I didn't think he would think about moving up to 126 either. But it's more likely to happen at 122 though when you think about it.
Yeah, that's what I'm assuming. But if he's saying that,
yeah.
So definitely.
I think he said Bam's next fight might be at 122 actually. So
okay.
Yep. So
he ain't fought in a minute now, so we probably getting ready to hear a fight announcement from him.
Right.
That was November, his last fight. So yeah, because I know he's gonna get in. I know he's gonna want to get in on the summertime fights because a lot of fights is shaping up for the summer.
Definitely.
Or when it gets warm, spring, summer. Because like I said, that Davis and Albright fight, I think that's going to be good. That's
and
probably my sleeper. Probably my sleeper for best upcoming fight. To be honest with you, that's probably my sleeper.
Be a good fight, and I see people trashing it, but it's not a bad fight at all. Like Nahir Albright was one of Keyshawn Davis's toughest opponents, if not, and he just had a draw with Frank Martin, a tough ass fight. He almost stopped Frank Martin in that last round.
Yeah, he did. He did.
Yeah, Nahir Albright is not a slouch for anybody. He's not an easy fight for anybody. He lost to Jermaine Ortiz, and I think that's it. And he Keyshawn, but it was a no contest, so it makes sense to say a rematch. Nothing wrong with it.
Yeah, so I got that one going up because the next big fight that everybody's looking forward to. I mean, we got fights this month, but you already know Benavidez and Zerto. That's going down. That's coming up.
Yep.
I think after that, I think Keyshawn and Albright. That's probably my sleeper for best fight coming up.
And also, they announced Ray Ford and
Shockey,
and Shaki. That's a hell of a fight.
Yeah, that's going to be a great fight. That's another one.
Yes.
So yes, what I'm saying, all these fights are being announced, and these are all great fights, just from a fighting standpoint. Regardless of popularity, how much money that shit make, fuck all that. But when it comes to like getting in the ring and fighting, these are all great fights.
Definitely. How can anybody call boxing garbage? Like you just don't like boxing. Right.
Yeah, he like I said, IBF, he just be trolling, bro. He's a troll.
He's a troll, dude.
He'll just, that's like I said, you gotta get them viewers, them people, them goofies that send them super chats and all that silly shit, keep his engagements up.
He feeding
Because
the Goof Troops.
I'm assuming he's live right now and the same old bullshit, running his mouth, saying stupid shit, and people listening and laughing
Probably
and
is too.
trolling.
Yep.
Oh, I'm pretty sure that's what's going on. It's dumb
Yep.
shit.
He definitely
Yeah.
is live.
Go right
Begging
back
for
to
me.
ignoring them. That's all I'm doing.
Yep.
Let me
That's
guess. David Benavidez Crawford.
yeah. Benavidez, Zayas, and Boots is what it says.
Yes. Yeah. So
But
it is what it
yeah,
is.
yeah.
But those are the so like I said, there's so many great fights coming up, but the top two obviously would be Benavidez, Zerto, everybody, David holding it down, and then
For sure.
Boots and Zayas. But other than that, all the other fights are great too. But those are the two biggest, So boxing is lit.
I don't think we got a date on Roach and Zepeda, but that's another fight I really like too.
I heard that's going to be somewhere in July.
Yeah, July. Yeah, something like that. That makes sense.
I didn't see a date though, because they're saying I heard that's going to be in July, and I also heard that Ryan and Tio is going to be in July, if that's actually true.
Ooh, Ryan and Tio. Okay.
Ryan Garcia versus Tio from Lopez.
I heard Ryan was saying that he had something lined up with Tio. That's interesting.
Yeah, I saw the reason why I'm saying it though. I saw the Ryan thing, but I saw the Mike Coppinger that be on the ring. Yeah, he that show they do with Max Kellerman, goofy ass be on there.
Yeah.
He talked about it. He said that they're looking at doing that fight in July. Ryan Garcia versus Tio. That's where I'm getting it from.
So
he would know more.
Yeah, he's pretty legit when it comes to the insider info on what fights are getting made. So I guess that might be something for real then. Yep.
Yeah. Then they're saying that Shakur is him and Raymond Murataya are talking about fighting. Yeah, you saw that. Yeah.
So I think they're gonna do that at 135. I think is that what it said?
Yeah, they said either 135 or 140, one of those two.
Okay, cool. I hope it'd be 135. I like Shakur more at 135 with the guys that's over there.
Oh, you fuck with that? Okay.
Yeah, for sure. There's some good fights for him at 140 though, but I don't know if he like Richardson Hitchens, Gary Anton Russell. But I don't know if those fights will happen.
Yeah, because if he ain't fighting somebody like that, then yeah, you might as well fight guys at 135.
Yeah,
but you're right. Both weight classes, there's good fights.
Yeah, in both weight classes.
Because you know where I stand. I want to see that. Like, I understand he's not popular and people are not going to hear about it like that. But I want to see that Shakur versus Mercado. I'm fucking with Tito.
That would be
that's a good matchup. That's what I want.
Hell of a fight, definitely.
Yeah. But he's not popular like that, so people going to probably turn their nose at that shit. So you know how that goes.
They should give him a chance. Tito is good.
Yeah, I like that one.
He could punch too. Yep.
Yeah.
Definitely.
So yeah, man, some great fights is coming up, man. So yeah, his boxing shit is lit. So yeah, I don't agree with that. Boxing ain't dead at all. These niggas is getting it in.
They just talking. They just trolling, like you said. Goof troops.
Yeah, we definitely gonna get it popping.
For sure.
But as far as what I asked you earlier, though, so you think to bring it back to the topic, to the first topic, so you think it's Mayweather? That's the most hated boxer, or Crawford?
I gotta go with Crawford because I gotta go with what I see personally.
Yeah,
the hate for Terrence Crawford, it's like you said, it's a weird type of hate though. It's like he can be at a restaurant and they'll say something. He could be at his kid's basketball game, like you could tell whatever Crawford did in his career to their favorite fighters, it goes deep, it runs deep in them. Like, so definitely.
Okay, because I was gonna I agree with all that. I think Terrence Crawford is definitely hated. But I was gonna say Devin Haney.
Oh yeah, see, I keep forgetting about him. He gets a crazy amount of hate.
Yeah. Because they're saying that these guys, it's the way they fight, they don't knock people out. But it's like, I'm not mad at that, but it's like I don't think that's a good reason to hate somebody though. I don't think that's a good reason to hate on a fighter because they didn't knock. I just don't agree with that.
Absolutely not. They just did they hate Canelo when he wasn't knocking people out anymore? When's the last time Canelo had a knockout?
It's been a minute, 5 years, I believe.
Do they hate him for the last 5 years?
Yeah, because I just don't think that's a good reason to hate somebody. Because I just think I like Devin Haney simply because he's a really, really good fighter. No more, no less. Yeah. I'm not really tripping off nothing. He don't knock niggas out. That's true. I'm not disagreeing with that. But he's a very good fighter, bro. He has great fundamentals. He knows how to actually win boxing matches. That's why he's made it this far. And I just don't see why somebody would just hate on that. I don't get it. I don't think Like I can see if somebody said, "Yeah, he don't. I want to see somebody get. I want to see knockouts. He don't knock niggas out, but he is a good fighter." I could accept that, but these niggas just full blown hating on this dude. And I'm like, nah, I can't. I can't co-sign that.
for no reason.
And he's willing to fight whoever. You
That's
know,
the
that's I
main
just
thing
I ain't
about.
fucking with that.
That's the main thing I respect about him too. Like you can tell the dude, he's confident in himself and he's moving and he's like, even his last fight. I mean, we were there. We saw the build up and how people were talking. That's a fight where he was supposed to get KO'd according to all these internet boxing experts. You know,
Right.
he was moved up to fight a dude who is a knockout artist, moving up in a new weight class. Everybody's saying he's gonna lose. We saw what happened with the Ryan Garcia or whatever, and he's gonna get knocked out. So like, dude is fearless, bro. And what he did to Brian Norman, you gotta respect that.
That's a fact.
Yeah.
Because I'm gonna tell you this. I don't know if you know about this one,
Mm-hmm.
but another thing that I got into with IBFP about, we were talking about Devin Haney. He
Yeah.
said that Devin Haney moves like a bitch. And
How?
my response to that was, this is what I'm saying. I was like, first of all, he's one of the few fighters that's willing to fight whoever. He's saying
Yeah.
yes to whoever. And then it's like fighting Lomachenko and then turning around and fighting Prograis, who at the time was one of the top fighters at 140, and then fighting Ryan Garcia, who not a champion, but is a formidable opponent.
Right.
And you fight those guys back to back to back. That's not moving like a bitch.
The exact opposite.
And then he said that, and then we got into it over that. And that's what started the, how I'm pretty sure you heard them troll me saying I'm a Devin Haney supporter and all that bullshit.
Yeah.
But that's where that comes from, because he said Haney moves like a bitch. But yeah, Haney literally fought 3 legit challenges back to back to back. That's not moving like a bitch. You know what I'm saying? And it's like,
talk about Haney,
I just don't.
He doesn't have power or all his fights are this and that. But the one thing you can say is he moved like a bitch. That's the dumbest thing to say for a guy like that. Like, you don't even got to be a Devin Haney fan to acknowledge that he's taking challenges throughout his whole career. Ridiculous.
And then you can't discredit a guy's whole career because he had one fight where he so-called ran, but all his other fights he doesn't even do that, and you just shit on his whole career. You can't do that. That's not realistic. You can't do that. He has a million fights where he's not doing that. It's the same thing with Shakur. Shakur has countless fights where he's literally fighting guys in the pocket. He's just making it hard for guys to hit him.
Definitely. And then they just
but he's fighting guys like Jamar Herring. He walked Jamar Herring down. That Japanese dude walked him down. There were moments in the Oscar Valdez fight. He was walking him down. You just saw what he did with Zepeda. He just walked Tio crazy ass down. These are multiple fights. And there's many other fights I can name. I'm forgetting the names, but there's other fights who does that as well. So that's why I never understood he's a runner. That never made sense to me. What's up?
You forgot Valdez. He beat Valdez's ass.
Yeah, he beat Valdez.
Valdez, yep, exactly.
And there were a lot of times in that fight where he was walking him down. He wasn't. That's why, like I said, that Shakur thing. I'm like, bro, I've watched Shakur fight many a times, bro. What fight is he running? Like most of his fights, he's literally in the pocket. He makes it really hard for you to hit him. They call that running. A lot of these guys that say they fans, they say you're a runner if you make it hard for your opponent to hit you. That's what they're saying. I don't know how that's possible. That's what they say.
They just mad that Shakur Stevenson is somebody who doesn't get hit. It's that simple. It goes. That's where it starts and that's where it ends. And it's not his. Listen, it's not his fault. He's just you mad at him for having great defense. How is distance management running? Bivol uses distance management. They don't call it running when he does it.
Exactly.
Distance management is a great skill in boxing. That's one of the best skills in boxing. So you want to call it running, but you want to look at Diego Pacheco. Do they call Diego Pacheco a runner? Look at how Diego Pacheco fights. What did Diego Pacheco do? Jab and clinch the whole fight. It's like they don't keep the same energy with that shit. But they just mad at Shakur Stevenson is doing what he does in the ring in an intelligent way, and he's winning all of his fights that way. So that's why.
It's because these people don't like boxing. They like brawling.
They don't like boxing. Yeah, and it's the things like they want to look at fights where dudes are just like fighting like drunk uncles in a bar or something like that, just swinging aimlessly. It's like that's not boxing. But
the same people that are saying that, they didn't even like the Wilder and Chisora fight, and that was an example of that.
Exactly,
they clowned that fight. So it's like these guys don't even know what they like. They're just talking.
Exactly, that's a great point. I saw all of them talking about Wilder and Chisora sucked. It was garbage. It's the worst thing they ever seen. But let it be any other two guys who are just swinging they'll say it's a war. It's a bloody war. This is what we love about boxing. It's like, bro, come on. Y'all don't even keep the same energy. Y'all don't know anything about boxing. Like, you can't appreciate somebody fighting at a high technical level.
Yeah.
Clowns.
Yeah, man. So I still remember that day, man. It's been a year already and shit. Time go by fast, but I still remember when I was like, I think Canelo would beat Bivol in the rematch. I was like, oh yeah. What do you think he can? What do you think his game plan would be if he would? What do you think he can do differently against Bivol in the rematch that would get him that win against him? And I couldn't even no answer. And I'm thinking, I said in one of my videos I did earlier this week. I was like, somebody who knows boxing a little bit, or somebody who just knows boxing, at the very least, they could have gave a decent breakdown of what goes on in the ring. He couldn't tell me nothing like that. It was just all troll shit. I'm like, see, this dude just a Canelo fan. He don't know nothing about no boxing.
Bro, I'm starting to believe. Bro. I'm starting to believe these dudes don't even watch the fights. I'm starting to believe they just go to boxrec.com and just look up their favorite fighter and just look at the list of the fights and just go off of that. There's no way they watch these fights. There's no way they watch boxing because they never want to talk about what happens in the ring. The main thing that boxing is about is what happens in the ring. They never want to talk about that.
Exactly. Not one time.
Just
that's stupid. When I was starting to think like, might be some cap going on over here.
Most definitely. They definitely capping. Cause I mean, like we were saying before, like if you I can go to IBFP panel right now. Matter of fact, after I'm done, I'm gonna go to his panel. I bet you will never hear them talk about boxing in the ring. All they're gonna do is talk about David Benavidez
and gay jokes.
Yeah, gay jokes. Like Solidus pointed out, David Benavidez is doing this, Crawford is doing this. That's it. They never gonna actually talk about boxing like we did this whole time.
I know. This is like I think our 5th episode.
Yeah,
and all we talk about is boxing.
All we do, literally.
That's all we be doing.
Like
we don't even give a fuck if the views ain't even high. We don't even give a fuck. We just want to talk about boxing.
Definitely,
we just talking, and every conversation is about boxing.
Right, great conversations. Like
it's like the 5th time. That's all we do over there. It's all trolling, like the BYU said, gay jokes and trolling. I asked this man about boxing. He's talking about another man giving a head. I don't want to hear that.
What?
I'm talking about boxing, bro.
Freaky as hell, man. Can't take him seriously though. Like it's so childish. Like, come on, bro.
You know, it's just I don't know, man. It's just
that's why I don't really be going over there anymore for real. Because it's like
all they gonna do is troll you. You go over there, they go over there. You're gonna be talking about boxing.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, this guy has a great jab, man. He got great footwork. I think he's gonna beat him with his pivot game. Like boxing, they're gonna respond with trolling. They're gonna not talk about that. Troll, call you out your name. 5 people arguing with you. People in the chat disrespect, like all because you said you're talking about boxing.
Exactly.
You know, that's why when you go over there, from what I saw when you did the debate with dude, like they knew that you was right and they knew that you won and they knew that everything you were saying was factual. So they responded with trolling, and then they did that bullshit where it's like we're just going to be biased for the guy that's on this panel. We know what Onslaught is saying is facts, but we're just going to lie and say that fucking lame won the debate when everybody knows he didn't.
Exactly.
So it's like it's not authentic. You know what I mean?
That debate is gone from his channel. That debate vanished from his channel. Isn't that right?
Yeah, he deleted. Yeah, he deleted like multiple, like 3 months. Now it's like live from like 3 months ago.
Nowhere to be found. He deleted that shit.
Hey, there's some cap going on too. Let me put this out there. Somebody told me he deleted that video I did when I came over there on the night Crawford won the Canelo fight.
He did. He deleted.
Yeah, he deleted that.
Yeah, they said he deleted that video. That's fake right there.
Yep, it was gone.
That's fake.
That was the best stream on his whole channel, man. That stream was fire, man. After the Crawford beat Canelo, we came in. Solidus came in out of nowhere, started popping and shit. He deleted it.
Yeah, that's fake right there. You ain't standing on what you're saying.
Yeah,
it's hard to respect that. He got his followers and they like him, so they're gonna ride with him. I understand that, but if you're a logical thinking person, it's hard to respect stuff like that.
Nah, bro, definitely. Crazy.
You know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
But yeah,
so yeah, it'd be hard to not diss that dude because he be saying a lot of ridiculous shit. But most of the time I just be ignoring that shit. Like I didn't even know he did a video about you.
You didn't even
know, like, man, I ain't listening to that dumb shit.
He told me, he notified me. He was like, I got a video coming out that you might not like. I'm like, bro, I already don't like most of the shit for that one.
Shit crazy.
I'm like, bro, you a couple days late for April Fools. It's already April 9th, bro. So yeah.
They even be coming at Hamid boxing sideways. Hamid boxing, he got a high boxing IQ.
He one of the dudes who really actually know boxing. Like,
yeah, they be coming at him sideways.
Listen, the more you know about boxing, the more they want to troll you and talk trash. But goof troops like Edgar Morano and Real Twinkie Combat, like
right,
they put them on the pedestal basically. So shout out to them, you know.
Yeah, fuck them.
Yeah, them dudes just cap.
Yeah,
Them dudes are racist. Fucking dudes.
Of course. And then they want to, you know, when you call them out on the racism thing, they want to play the Uno reverse card and like you stupid or something. Be goofy and play the Uno reverse card. Like, bro, we don't take that shit seriously, bro. If you racist, just stand on it.
Yeah.
Like we see.
Yeah, I know. I can respect that they just I can respect that they came out and said, yeah, I don't like this person because it is. I can respect it because you're honest. You know what I mean?
Just be honest. Be yourself.
You ain't got to lie or try to spin it on me.
Exactly. Don't respect.
Because I don't have a problem with Usyk and Inoue being undefeated. I think Usyk and Inoue is great. I just think that's suspicious that it bothers them that Crawford is undefeated, but they got no opinion on Inoue and Usyk being undefeated. That's suspicious to me. That's a great point.
Because he made a video saying how fighters stay undefeated, and on the thumbnail he put Crawford.
Only black fighters. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's suspicious.
He put Bud, Devin, Shakur, and Floyd on the thumbnail, bro. He did. So when Usyk and Inoue are undefeated, that's not an issue. But when the black fighters go undefeated, that's a problem.
Yeah,
so
it's suspicious. Yeah.
It's just.
And let me ask y'all this. Let me ask y'all this.
Yeah.
Speaking of Floyd Mayweather, he's supposed to be doing this Pacquiao fight, right?
Yeah, I heard about that.
Are people? Do y'all think people are truly interested in watching two guys that are pushing 50 fight, or people just want to see it happen in the hopes that Mayweather loses, so he's not undefeated anymore? What do y'all think is more likely?
I don't think anybody's genuinely interested in that. Like you said, bro, I feel like they just want to see a loss on Mayweather's record, basically, like that. That's all they want to see. And whether it happens or not, I don't know. But I know for sure that's the only intrigue in the fight is seeing, you know, because what is there to gain from Floyd Mayweather and Manny Pacquiao fighting at 100 years old?
Exactly.
Yeah. So, I mean, that's what I think.
Both I'm not interested in that fight.
Say it again.
I'm not interested in that fight, honestly.
Yeah, me neither.
So,
yeah,
both those guys are literally pushing 50.
Yeah,
we got young guys that are in their prime. That's more. We want to watch that. These guys are retired. These are old guys.
Thank you. We do not care about 100-year-old dudes who had their heyday back then, trying to run it back. Like, we don't care.
I honestly believe. I agree with both of you guys. I honestly believe people just want to see Mayweather lose. They don't want to see. Don't nobody want to see that damn fight, bro.
Definitely.
Come on now.
I think Mayweather knows that, and that's like, you know, what he's going for. I mean, his O has kind of always been, not always, but when he got into his Money May phase, that's kind of been the thing. Like, who's going to be the first dude to beat him or whatever. So, like, that always brings intrigue when Mayweather fights, even if he's 1,000 years old. That's going to bring intrigue. So, I think you're right.
Yeah, because I just don't believe people that claim they like boxing want to see that. I don't believe in that. I really don't.
Definitely not.
Yeah, I just don't believe in that. Y'all just want to see Mayweather lose. Y'all don't give a fuck about, like, this nigga is 49 years old, bro. And Pacquiao's 47. Man, get out of here.
They both 100 years old, bro.
You might want to see that.
Who cares about that shit? We care about guys. We got Boots and Zayas fighting. I care about that.
Exactly. That's what I want to see.
That's what I want to see. Like, give a shit.
Inoue, Nakatami, like they're like young guys. Like, that's what we want to watch.
They don't even want to talk about those fights for real. Like the Inoue Nakatani. Go on the Goof Troop panel. Do you see them talking about Inoue Nakatani? No. They
hating on David Benavidez.
And Terrence Crawford,
that boggles my mind right there. I was on there fighting like crazy a year ago, defending David Benavidez. I never understood that, bro. Like,
to this day, I still don't understand the Benavidez hate. I can't wrap my head around it. It's crazy.
I can't.
I still don't understand now. They're like, I don't want to see Benavidez versus Canelo. I'm like, what?
It's crazy because they never wanted that fight. Like, they will go tooth for nail to defend why that fight wasn't happening. And like like IBFP, he'd be like, Canelo, he doesn't have to give Benavidez a chance. Benavidez doesn't deserve an opportunity. Like, you don't want to see a great fight? Are you a real
Yeah,
fighter?
that's the thing. That's the thing. Like, what did Munguia do to deserve it?
See, and that's the thing with Canelo's, like, every excuse that he made to not fight Benavidez, each fight he took debunked that excuse. Like when he said, it's because he's Mexican and I don't want to fight with Mexicans, and then he fight Munguia. Then they say, well, you just fought a Mexican. And they say, oh, well, it's because he's too big. He's going to have 200 pounds on fight night. Okay, then he just fight Berlanga. Now what's your excuse? Oh, they got to pay me 150 million. Okay, you just got 150 million for Terence Crawford. Now it's just like he should just, I think he just straight up in one interview, he did it in Mexico though, on TV Azteca though. So we wouldn't know about it. And he was like, I'm not fighting Benavidez. I don't have to fight him. I don't want to fight him. He just said it straight up. It's like, bro, you could have said that shit 3 years ago. Shit.
Right.
Yeah.
Because, like I said, the true boxing fans that really fuck with boxing, that's the only fight they want to see you do. You fighting,
bro.
Give you a pass. I give him a pass for fighting John Ryder, because that was like I guess he had an injury. That's cool. That's cool.
Yeah.
But let's get this Benavidez fight going down, man. That's a fight. It's a challenge. Like we want to see you take a challenge like any other fighter. You know what I mean? Terence Crawford took a challenge. Fighting Canelo is a bigger challenge than fighting Boots or fighting Virgil Ortiz. You know what I mean? And he did that, and he had to move up in weight to do it, and he did it. So it's like, it's your turn to do a challenge, but he ain't doing that shit.
Thank you. I gave him a pass for a while too. At the beginning, I was like, oh, I don't know about Benavidez. But when Benavidez fought Caleb Plant, bro, there's nothing you could say anymore. When he fought Demetrius Andre, now there's really nothing you could say anymore.
Yeah.
That's number one, the number one contender in the division. You got
it.
So it's like, we can't keep making it. Yeah.
Right. Then he's calling you out and shit. So it's like, let's get this fight going. Like, why not? Why not?
I don't like when fighters just like make excuses that we see right through that shit. I don't care who it is, even with Tank. Because I remember there was one point in time with Tank, Turkey wanted to make a fight with him and Devin. And like Turkey really wanted Tank to basically come fight with him. And Tank was like, you got to send me a Lamborghini. You got like, come on, bro. We see right through this.
Tank was on bullshit with that.
He was bullshitting, bro. He was bullshitting. That's coming from somebody who was a big Tank fan, but I got to keep it 100 across the board. I don't like when fighters make those type of excuses. Like if a fight is possible and you want it to happen, it's gonna happen, bro.
Facts.
Yeah.
So speaking on Tank, is that Pitbull Cruise? It's been quiet for a couple of weeks now. Is that still happening, or that shit?
I don't know. Like you said, it's been quiet, but I think it's still gonna be something that's going. I think they're still gonna. He might fight Pitbull. I heard a rumor that he was pushing to fight Lamar Roach, but Roach went for like the WBC route to fight Zepeda. I don't know how true that is, but I don't know. I guess the Pitbull fight will still happen around the same time as the Roach fight, and then if they both win, they'll possibly fight each other later the year.
Okay.
But I don't know. Like you said, it's been quiet, so
yeah, that died down right there.
Yeah. I think it's still gonna happen though.
Hey, I'm not really into women's boxing. I don't be watching it, but I do be knowing them chicks be hot. That chick in the thumb in by BYU's thumbnail. Hey, she a baddie. You seen her before?
Though. She a
bad. Yeah,
he be telling me about her. I'm like, you know what, bro? She really is a baddie though.
Yeah, she is fine.
Yeah. She's bad. Yeah,
she's fine as hell.
So yeah,
I saw a video of Derek Chisora trying to like, you know what I mean, like feel her up, talk to her, and she just.
I told you I'm gonna have to.
She ain't fucking with it.
Yeah,
dude.
He rejected Chisora, bro. He just had no words. That shit was funny as hell.
Yeah. Yeah, she bad.
You bad. You know, you been seeing Caroline Dubois?
Yeah, I know who that is. Yeah,
bro.
I believe she had a fight. I saw a highlight where she knocked some girl. She dropped some girl. I forgot who the girl was.
Yeah, she had that fight recently. The girl she was fighting was decent.
She
did a good job. But Alicia Baumgartner though, she fought that same girl, Terry Harper. That's her name. And Baumgartner.
Okay, yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah, Baumgartner hit her with some shit, and she just like froze, like in the middle of the ring. She just like froze for a second, and the referee stopped it. So Baumgartner, Baumgartner, she tested positive for PDs back then.
Okay.
And then ever since then, people have been criticizing her because like her fights haven't been looking the same because when back then, when she was on the shit, she was hitting like a man. Like she land one punch and
knocking
then
shit.
knocking shit out. It's like I'm like, damn, she hit like a man. But then she popped dirty, and then now her fights ain't really been looking like that. Now she's not really getting those knockouts anymore for real.
So they be coming at her sideways because of that.
Yeah. So they talking about a fight between Baumgartner and Dubois, which I think is definitely a good fight for sure.
So if they fight, that's going to be the biggest fight in women's boxing.
Probably. I mean, yeah, I think so. They both unified champions. So
okay.
Definitely that'll be a huge fight. I think that might be the biggest fight for sure. Definitely.
Okay, that's what's up then. I don't got nothing against women's boxing. It's cool. It's cool. I just don't like.
Me too.
I ain't gonna lie. I just ain't trying to see no hot chicks get punched in the face. Like I ain't really with. I understand she's getting punched by another woman, so I get it's a sport. I get that, but like Scott Nicholson, a baddie, I ain't trying to see no bad chick get punched in the face. You know what I'm saying?
Though. That's the thing, though. You know what I mean? It's like, damn, don't fuck your face up now.
Yeah, that's all that is.
I'm not really huge in the women's boxing thing,
but you know about it though.
But I know a couple of them, like the big. I'm a casual when it comes to women's boxing, but I know like the bigger names.
Yeah, like I know who Carissa Shields is, Scott Nicholson,
right.
Baumgartner, I know who that is.
Right. Just
there's another girl I know about too. Meyer. She kind of tall. Michaela Meyer, I believe that's her full name.
Yeah, Michaela Meyer. Yeah.
She kind of tall. Yeah, I know about her. But
then you got like Katie Taylor, Serrano.
Yeah, Katie Taylor. Yeah, Serrano. Yeah, I know about them. So
yep.
Yeah, it's cool.
Definitely.
He said they say Shakur don't fight brothers, but he fought Herring. But they gave Canelo a pass for fighting Mugia and not Benavidez.
Hey, great point,
Shout
man.
out to Boxing 9741.
Great point, 9741. And I was calling that shit out too. The whole brother thing. Even Mills called him out on that. Like Mills was like, he was telling me like, bro, they only talk about Keyshawn, Devin, Shakur, Tank. That's all they talk about. Brothers. Right. Some racist talking point saying that black fighters don't fight each other when we literally got Oshaki. We got Shock Foster and we got Ray Ford about to fight each other. We've seen plenty of black fighters. We've seen Tank, his last two fights is against black fighters. Shakur fought Jamel Herring. You know what I mean? It's like, bro, black fighters fight each other all the time. Where were you at when Spence and Crawford fought? Like, come on.
Right. But we touched on this before on one of our earlier episodes. Yeah. But that's cap because, again, 2025, one of the biggest fights of the whole calendar year, 2025, was Haney versus Norman Jr. And that was black versus black. So
Haney versus Norman.
And that was one of the biggest fights of 2025. Definitely top 3 and most anticipated. Biggest fight.
That was a hell of a fight. Yes, Haney Norman, Tank and Roach, they fought that same year.
Yeah, Tank and Roach, yeah.
Can't say black fighters don't fight each other. That's just some bullshit.
Yeah, so like I said, it's a lot of cap. It's a lot of cap.
A lot of cap.
So I remember we talked about that. I was like, yeah, them niggas just be saying whatever. And then the history of boxing, some of the greatest fights, black versus black.
Of course. Absolutely. Do Ukrainians fight each other? Look at Lomachenko. People gloss over this. At 135, there was another champion at 135, Denis Berinchenko. They both from Ukraine. Lomachenko wasn't trying to fight Denis Berinchenko, and Denis Berinchenko wasn't trying to fight Lomachenko.
Right.
Like, where's the whole brother talk when it comes to that?
Yeah,
Onslaught hates Loma.
Actually, I don't even hate Loma, but I like to use him though to go against the talking. I like to use him to go against the talking point because the main, like when it comes to Crawford, like we know they got mad when Crawford retired because they say, oh, there's a lot left on the plate. Some bullshit. He went undisputed 3 times. He's 38 years old. That's a perfect retirement. Okay, where were y'all at when Lomachenko retired when he was 35 years old and he had 21 fights? Where were y'all at when where was the outrage when he retired? And he had guys like Shakur, Tank, and Keyshawn all call him out, and he said he wanted to go undisputed. He just disappeared from boxing. I didn't get mad when he retired, but y'all should have got mad because y'all get mad when Crawford retired. See, that's why I like to use Lomachenko because it's a great point of reference to call out the double standards. But I don't hate the dude. He's a good fighter.
Yeah, that's definitely a great point of reference because it's 100% facts. It's
Yeah,
undisputable facts. You can't dispute that unless you're
yeah,
just really crazy and you're just willing to jump off the cliff. Unless you're one of those type of people, then you can dispute it. But if you're real, you can't dispute it because it's
yeah.
like they had no issue with that, but they had an
Thank
issue
you.
with Crawford. Crawford,
Thank you.
38. Crawford literally did everything you can do
Literally,
at his age.
he won boxing. He did everything. He went undisputed 3 times.
Yeah,
Look me up
champion.
with
The
somebody else.
man been a champion.
Yeah,
Crawford's been a champion since 2014. Like that's
damn,
11 years he was a
that's
champion. He
that's
won his
crazy.
first belt in 2014. It was literally a champion ever since then.
That's crazy to think about. I mean, Bud, he beat 2 top pound for pound fighters in his last 3 fights. Nobody else is doing that.
Exactly.
Like, you know
So
what I
it's
mean?
like it's over with. There's nothing else to do.
There's
It's
nothing
like
else to
we
do.
good.
There's nothing else to do. So it's like we know the real reason why they got mad he retired, and you know it's too easy to try to point out the double standards and everything like that, like the way they view these fighters. It's too easy.
Yeah, it's definitely too easy. It's like I said, a lot of the times I ignore that shit, but every now and then I'm like, man, let me diss these niggas.
Yeah, yeah. Same thing with me.
The
Like
shit, it gets really annoying. So it's
it
like,
gets
man, let me
annoying.
diss them.
Like you barely see me hop on their panel or respond to them, but every now and then when they say some wild shit, I'll go up there and cook them. Like, yeah, I just got to do it, bro, for the one time. But I wish I could be like you, whereas like I just don't even give a shit at all, and you know.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah, I just responded to that one video. Then I was like,
Mhm.
all right, let me go back to ignoring them. Then I did my thing. But
Exactly.
yeah, people were really tripping off that video. Oh, he be hating on black fighters all the time. I'm like, man, that nigga's a troll, man. He just be saying whatever to get
He's
y'all
a troll,
attention.
bro. He's a troll, bro. He trolling. I talked to this dude behind the scene. He is a troll, bro. He's literally, he's using his fan base, bro. Shout out to him. He tricking this, bro. Shout out to him. He a troll.
Yeah, that's 1,000% facts.
Actually, on Twitter, I saw a video of Canelo Alvarez. He did an interview. This was a while back, but I'm just now kind of seeing it. And he was talking about the Terrence Crawford fight, and he's saying like he's making every excuse in the book, saying that he wasn't at his best, saying that he wasn't injured, his body wasn't doing this and that and that. So I tagged Mr. Goof Troop IBFP. I tagged him, and I said, "Are you gonna make a video about this? Are you going?" Because you quick to call out any fighter who's making excuses after a fight and call them a dummy and call them a clown. So he had 1,000 videos calling out Deontay Wilder after Tyson Fury. So are you gonna talk? Are you gonna talk about Canelo? He said he'll do it. Okay, we'll see.
And he did do it.
Right. Well, yeah, exactly. Where's the video at? He said he'll do it. So we'll see.
Are you talking about when Canelo said cramps in my legs?
Yeah, he was like he had cramps in his legs. Oh, he woke up on the wrong side of bed. Oh, his grandma didn't bake him the right cookies or whatever it may be. He make every excuse in the book. So, hold him.
He did that same thing. He did that same thing when he lost to Bivol.
Yeah, exactly.
He said that he had like a wrist injury, I think, or something.
So every time you lose, all of a sudden he got an injury.
Right. Something's wrong. Yeah.
Just the losses, though. You get the fuck out of here.
Because like I said, I keep trying to tell people that I be debating with about boxing.
Mm-hmm.
It comes down to the level of talent and how skillful you are. Yes. Resumes are important. It details who you beat. I'm not mad at that. But that does not mean you're going to beat somebody because you got a better resume than them.
Thank you.
And a lot of people, believe it or not, they have a hard time grasping that. And it's facts. Yeah. Crawford beat Canelo simply because he's better than Canelo. It's that simple. That's why he beat him.
Look at Bivol when he beat Canelo.
He's better than Canelo. Bivol is a better boxer than Canelo Alvarez. Dimitri
Thank
Bivol.
you. People didn't even really know who Bivol was. Like, people knew him, but like he wasn't a big name when Canelo.
Yeah, he wasn't a big name. Yeah,
he didn't really have any names on his resume. Like, not one single big name on his resume at that time. So people just looked at him and said, like, "Oh, Canelo gonna beat him. Canelo gonna run past him. We don't know who he is." But it's like real ones who actually follow boxing. Like, I was one of the few guys. I was like, bro, Bivol, he can beat Canelo. I'm not saying he's gonna beat him, but he can beat Canelo. He got the tools to do it and the style to do it.
I knew he was going to beat Canelo. I remember when Bivol fought John Pascal back in 2018. I remember watching that fight with my dad.
Yeah,
2018 when he fought him. Ever since then, I'm like, whoever that dude is, bro.
Yeah,
he's going to be hard to beat. This is when I first started hearing about him. This is because This was Andre Ward had did an interview with him after he retired, and he was like hanging out with him in Russia, and they were like at his training camp, and I remember it was like HBO boxing, and I watched it.
Yep.
And I was like, damn, this Bivol dude is good, bro. You see the skills he got? Like, damn. Then I saw that fight with John Pascal. I saw other fights, but that fight stood out. I'm like, bro, whoever fights this dude is gonna. I don't see nobody beating this dude, bro.
Yeah. See,
you're gonna have to go in there and knock this dude out to beat him. Ain't nobody beating this dude.
Yeah.
And I've been keeping an eye on him for years, so I knew who he was. So when they announced that Canelo was going to fight him, I was like, bro, Canelo was not beating Dimitri Bivol, bro. I was one of the few people. I was in the minority. I was alone because everybody loves Canelo, so they're like, oh, Canelo's going to beat him. I was in the minority.
Yes,
I remember February 2022. They announced he was fighting Bivol at 175. I remember I stood on the mountain by myself.
Yeah,
he is not I like Canelo, no disrespect. He is not beating Bivol, bro. He's not beating that dude, bro. It's not happening, bro. That Russian style is going to kick his ass, bro. And then when they fought, what happened?
Yep. You were definitely.
I knew he was going to lose that fight. I didn't give a fuck about those Vegas odds. Fuck all that. Fuck these crazy ass fans. When they step in the ring and have to fight, he's not beating Bivol, bro. Canelo is good, but not good enough to beat no Bivol. Not happening, bro. And then when they fought, y'all saw what happened.
You had the big boxing mind for a minute. So you said you was looking at Bivol back in 2018 and automatically knew he was really like that.
Because I watched, like I said, I watched that fight with my pops, and I was thinking to myself, we were talking, I was like, bro, this Bivol dude is no joke, bro. Yeah. This nigga from this Russian dude, Korean dude, this dude is legit, bro. Like, this dude would kick your ass, bro. I don't see nobody beating this dude. This is real right here. Russian dude put his foot in your ass, bro. This nigga ain't playing.
You didn't need to see him have a stacked resume for you to know that he's going to be Canelo. You didn't need that.
Exactly. It came down to the skill. I was like, that style he fights with, bro, and he's strong too. Exactly. I'm like, nigga, he's not losing to no Canelo. Unless Canelo luck up and get a knockout, he ain't beating this dude, bro. That's not happening.
Facts. And that's the same way we viewed and talked about Terrence Crawford. It's like Crawford, it had a different factor to it because he's moving up in weight and stuff like that. So that made it kind of tricky. But when you look at it from a pure stylistic boxing standpoint, it's like you got to be a dumbass to think Canelo Alvarez is a better boxer than Crawford in that ring. So, like Crawford, the tools he got, we knew that he was gonna get the job done.
Yeah, because I had to because I was like, I fell victim. I fell victim to the I became a prisoner of the moment. And I was like, Canelo probably gonna fuck around and win because he got the weight advantage, because he got the he been fighting at 160 all these years. And Canelo already be fighting bigger guys and backing their ass up. And Crawford's not a big guy, so he probably gonna do Crawford the same way. So I fell victim to that thinking. Then I stopped thinking about that and I started focusing on the actual matchup, like the boxing. I was like, Crawford's better than Canelo. He can beat Canelo. All he got to do is to be able to deal with the weight. And that turned out to be true. Because when they fought, Crawford outskilled him. He was like, he was able to deal with the weight. Because I've been knowing that Crawford was better than Canelo as far as like just boxing. But it was like the weight. Yeah. So I was like, if they fight, and if Crawford's not affected by the weight, shit, he gonna beat Canelo. And that's exactly what happened. Because I knew right around, real quick, I knew right around that second round, when I watched that fight, I was, he's winning this fight. It was second round. He's beating Canelo.
Definitely. Same thing with me. Like, I was watching it with my dad. And for me, it wasn't even the second round. For me, it was the first punch thrown. Like, when the bell rung, if you remember, Crawford jumped out and he just threw a quick ass jab on Canelo. The only factor that I was like thinking about for this fight is the speed and the physicality. Is Bud going to be himself physically? If he is, easy work. Once I realized Crawford is the fastest he's ever looked, easy work. I already knew that Canelo can't beat him.
Yeah.
Thanks.
And I was like, I remember. I was like, second round, because that first round, I just watched it. Okay, first round, Crawford looked good. Okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
Then second round, when I saw how Crawford was able to throw that jab and throw them fast combinations, and he was able to get in and out, and his footwork always on point. But I was like, when I just saw that his fundamentals were just so much better than Canelo's, I was like, oh yeah, he's winning this fight, bro. And then when I saw that he wasn't affected by the weight, I was, he's winning this fight, bro. Unless he gets knocked out, which I don't think he's going to allow, he's winning this. Canelo's not outboxing him, bro.
Definitely not.
Because the matchup dictates the the matchup dictates what's going to happen in the fight. Like
Yeah.
what a fighter's doing is going to dictate how you fight them.
Right.
You know, so I was
Exactly.
like,
Thank you. That's a great point.
Canelo, he can't outbox Crawford, and the weight advantage is not hurting Crawford. So he's basically at Crawford's mercy.
Yep.
Crawford got a better jab, and Crawford knows how to, because, you know, there's multiple jabs you can throw. Crawford knows how to do all of them.
Jabs. All of them. And that's the craziest thing with Bud. He got, I'd say, the most versatile jab I've ever seen.
Yeah, exactly. Sneaky shots, like you pointed out. He kept hitting it with them sneaky left hands. Canelo ain't used to that.
Definitely not. Especially on the inside. You seen Canelo throwing those wide, slow hooks. Man, Crawford was putting in like 5 punches.
Eating that shit up.
Man, he was eating that shit up, man. It was crazy.
Yeah, and then he underestimated how Crawford is an excellent inside fighter. He can do both, outside and inside. He underestimated that, and he got lit up. And I was really like, yeah, he winning this fight.
I feel like Canelo probably viewed going into the fight Crawford the same way as like Jermell Charlo. He probably thought it was, because I mean that was the narrative anyway. I feel like Canelo was probably sitting there watching IBFP's videos, probably the way he was talking, build up to the fight.
Probably, wouldn't be surprised.
Saying Crawford's gonna run and he beat no elite fighters and all this shit. That's the same talking points that these goof troops spread. So, but it's like I was thinking he probably viewed Crawford like Charlo, because Charlo, he came in the ring and he fought like he never fought before in his whole career. He was moving and stuff. He wasn't engaging. But, you know, I think the main factor that people fail to consider is, one, first of all, Crawford is a way better fighter than Jermell Charlo.
Right.
Two, Jermell Charlo didn't take any time to put on the weight to become a real 168 pounder. He didn't take that. That's a process. Like Crawford, he spent a whole year building up.
He spent damn near a whole year,
Yes, he spent a whole year doing that. It's like you can't just go jump up 2 weight classes just like that. Like, you have to add that weight on and make it yours, basically. You don't just balloon up and then go in there with Canelo Alvarez. That's not what you do. So, you know, Charlo, he wasn't really trying to engage because he wasn't ready for what was going to come in the ring. But Terrence Crawford, with his team and how smart he is, I knew that he was going to come prepared for sure. And you're going to see like a way better version of somebody moving up many weight classes to go up to 168 for sure. So definitely.
Yeah, man, that was a legendary performance. Like,
absolutely.
It's the type of performance where it's like you can keep talking about it and it's like it never gets old to talk about. You know what I'm saying? That's how great that performance that was.
It's one of those.
It's like when Mayweather beat Canelo. Like that was like you keep talking about that and it's like never gets old. Or
I damn near watch that fight every day.
Right. Like there's a lot of fights like that. Like shit. Hell, even Benavidez and Morrell, that's a fight you can keep talking about, because that was a great underrated fight. People be trying to sleep on that, but it's like shit, you real ones know.
That was like an underrated fight for that year, man. I remember watching that fight. I was like, each round was crazier than the last.
Right.
It's like it's not like Benavidez was just beating him. No, they both wanted to win. Morrell was trying to win. Like this dude, Morrell is undefeated. He's not like a slouch. People was trying to jump in the ring with this dude because they didn't know what his ceiling was. They didn't know what his Benavidez said, fuck it, I'm gonna go in there with him.
Yeah, Benavidez didn't give a fuck.
He didn't give a shit. I respected that.
And he fought him based off trash talking.
Exactly. That's the throwback. You know what I mean? Like he called me out. Bet. Let's see. That's like that Mike Tyson shit. So.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
So you gotta respect that. You don't respect that, you don't respect nothing.
Yep. Facts. Hey man, that guy in your profile pic is a beast.
Sugar Ray.
Man, I was watching this fight. I've seen this fight before, but I was rewatching it the other day. Him versus Floyd Mayweather Sr.
Oh yeah.
That shit was crazy. I think Sugar Ray was winning like 7-0, but man, I never seen a beat down like that. That was crazy.
Yeah. He was hitting with all them damn headshots.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, Sugar Ray was a monster, bro. Insane.
I love Sugar Ray Leonard. That was one of my dad's favorite fighters.
Mm-hmm, me too.
Because he's an old school guy.
Yeah.
But not too long ago, I was watching the rematch he had with Duran.
Oh yeah.
And I forgot that, it's I wasn't even born when that fight happened. But I remember I watched it and I was like, I always heard that Sugar Ray Leonard was moving a lot in that fight and it frustrated Duran. Mm-hmm. But then I rewatched it and I'm like, in that fight, it was more Sugar Ray Leonard was just outboxing him than running. Because it's like a lot of the times he was standing there trading with Duran, but he was like like defense and shit. He was making it really hard for Duran to hit him, but he
Yes.
was landing some really big shots on Duran.
Mm-hmm.
And then Duran just fucked around and he quit. And he said that after the fight he had cramps and shit. That's
Yeah.
what Duran said.
Yep.
But
Funnily enough,
that was a great revenge fight. Because remember, he lost the first fight to Duran.
yeah, right. He lost the first fight. Yep.
So they did an immediate rematch.
Mm-hmm.
And Sugar Ray Leonard kind of switched some things up, but he was still boxing though. He wasn't really moving like that. He was moving out of the way, making it hard for him to hit him.
Right.
But I noticed he was engaging. He was trading with Duran. He was just getting the better of the trades.
Definitely.
And I was like, yeah, damn, Sugar Ray Leonard was really cold like that. But he was
cold,
smashing on Duran in that fight. You got to watch that shit. He was banging on that.
I'm about to tell you, funnily enough, I just rewatched that fight recently. And it's like, Sugar Ray, it kind of reminded me of Canelo Crawford. Like you said, he wasn't running. No, he was boxing him. He was moving.
Yeah.
Because if you watch the first fight, Sugar Ray was banging with Duran.
Yeah, he was trying to slug it out with him. Yeah,
but he underestimated how strong Duran was. Like Duran is really strong, and Duran was moving up in weight. So like Sugar Ray, he underestimated that. But in the rematch, he boxed him. He moved around the ring. He did a little bit of the Roy Jones, like showboat and everything, fighting on the outside. And Duran had no answer for that. Duran wants you to fight him like toe to toe. That's what he wants. And Sugar Ray was doing that in pockets, but in moments, but overall he outboxed him.
Right.
Great. Made him quit. Yeah.
So yeah, Sugar Ray Leonard. Now that's a true Hall of Famer right there. You can't argue nothing about Sugar Ray Leonard.
No dispute. No dispute.
You ain't never heard nobody dispute none of he did.
Yeah, one of the greatest fighters of all time.
That's an easy one.
Easy. Yeah.
All right, let me ask you this. I'm gonna let you go after this one right here. This question right here. Prime for prime, who do you think will win at light heavyweight between Roy Jones and Dimitri Bivol?
Oh, this is a good one. I think I don't have to take it. I think Roy Jones will win.
Think Roy will win?
I think the just the athleticism, how he can throw any punch from any angle. I mean, I think Bivol's like technical ability could give Roy some problems, but I don't know how Bivol would how do you like approach a fighter like Roy Jones Jr. His style, the way he fights, he's lunging around, throwing these leaping hooks from every angle. He's just so athletic and powerful. I don't know. I have to go with Roy on that for sure.
You probably right, and I love Roy, but I love Bivol too. I'm gonna go ahead and just say it. I think it'll be a draw. I'm just gonna say that.
Okay, that's interesting.
Because those are two of the best light heavyweights ever.
Facts.
Roy, I think Roy was better, but Bivol's right there. He's definitely on his level.
He's right there. Bivol is incredible.
So, because I love Bivol, that's my dude. And,
me too.
Obviously, I love Roy because Roy was one of my dad's favorite fighters. So I gotta Roy that dude, bro. So he's Roy I would favor, but I'll say that to be a draw.
Yeah. That's a great point because that's a winnable fight for Dimitri Bivol with his technical ability.
Yeah, two of the best light heavyweights ever. Yeah,
he could win. Bivol could win, but yeah, it's hard to like pick against Roy with the way he fought and how athletic he was and strong he was.
Right, that's a fact. If
there was anybody to do it, it would be Dimitri Bivol, definitely.
1000% facts.
Facts.
All right, man, we did it again, man.
Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah.
Episode.
Hell of a conversation.
Yeah, as always.
For sure.
Next week, you up for next week?
Definitely.
I think. Okay, yeah, the fight. That's the only big fight this weekend, right? Ain't no Zupa this weekend, right? It's just the Fury fight.
Yeah, so.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, man. We'll connect next week then, man. I appreciate you coming on here.
Yeah, for sure, man. Let me know.
All right, I got you.
All right,
stay
man.
solid.
Stay safe. All right.
Love you too.
Hell yeah.
All right.